Hello and Assalamualaikum. Good day everyone. My name is Noordiyana Noordin and I'm from School of Fisheries and Aquaculture Sciences, University Malaysia Terengganu. We meet again in UMTMOOC video for seed production technique for topic culture performances. Evaluating the performance of your culture is an important part of growth husbandry. In this video, we will walk you through sampling techniques for performance measurement and how you could use the data collected to determine the condition of your culture and their growth pattern, the survival rate, the growth rate, and also feed utilization. At the end of this video, you should be able to identify the important parameters needed in measuring the performance of your culture. Before we could collect enough data to determine the survival rate or growth performances, you need to use an appropriate sampling technique that suits your culture system and species. For an example, sampling in farm would be very much different to sampling in hatchery. Performance measures are based on the assessment and interpretation data gathered by regular sampling. Sampling needs to be efficiently accomplished with minimum of stress. Stress do crazy things to fish in captivity. It can reduce their immune system and increase their susceptibility to diseases. Fish that want to be sampled should not be fed for at least 24 hours and adequate oxygen at least above 5 mg per liter. To ensure that the data you collected represent the status of the population of the fish must be randomly sampled and the amount must not be less than 1% of estimated population. The common technique for sampling of fish involves temporarily crowding the fish into one section of the pond, tank or cages by lowering the water level or using a net or screen. Survival is the percentage of fish alive after a given time interval. Accurate recording and estimation of survival level is one of the fundamental importance for many factors such as calculating feed ration, estimating standing biomass, and also harvest planning. Growth rate can be determined using the following formula. Measurement of growth is normally expressed as absolute changes in length or width, but can also be expressed as growth in relation to the time interval. For specific growth rate, it is a calculation of instantaneous changes in body weight over a given time interval. Each fish has a characteristic range of condition factors which reflects their body conformation. Condition factor is used to measure variation of weight and length and indication differences in fatness. The rate of fish growth depends on the stages as well as food availability and their environment. The pattern of growth is closely linked to the seasonal changes in temperate climates, while in tropical and subtropical regions, monsoon season may also affect growth rate. In general, growth pattern can be represented by a sigmoid curve, especially for weight gain. As the fish grow, their changes in weight are relatively greater than changes in length. The early rapid growth of larvae and fry follows an exponential curve from point A to C, while for juvenile and subadult, growth follows a linear relationship from point C to D. As the fish mature, they will channel their energy to reproductive activities, hence slower growth rate from point D to E. A good example of food utilization expressed as feed conversion ratio, FCR, or feed conversion efficiency, FCE. The food conversion ratio is defined as the amount of dry feed per unit live weight gain. As a ratio, FCR has no unit. The lower the FCR value, the better the feed utilization. Protein efficiency ratio is defined as the gain in weight of fish per gram of crude protein fat. PER gives an indication of the efficiency of the utilizations of dietary protein. As a conclusion, it is detrimental for you to do a periodic sampling to evaluate your culture performances. The data will help in better culture management as well as predicting the success of your culture or if you need to make any intervention step. I hope you have learned a lot from this video on sampling techniques and parameters that can be used to evaluate your culture performances. Thank you, and that's all.